get cooking.
What?
Sheriffs are here.
Why are they here?
My name's Rick Carver. I'm a licensed real estate broker. This home has been foreclosed on.
No, this is not happening.
I need you, your mom, and your son to step off the property.
This is not your home.
Mr. Carver, please don't
Sir, you have 2 minutes. Pack whatever belongings you need.
Oh my God.
Does he have to stand there while she packs up? Is that right?
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Well, congratulations on this film and congratulations on this role. What an intense movie and an intense role for you, right?
Yes. Yeah, it was, definitely.
How did you get in the right headspace to do this character? Because you had to be kind of a little bit ruthless.
The way I look at it is that Rick's a survivor. Nobody gave him anything. He didn't have any advantage that other people didn't have, except perhaps maybe his intelligence. I just think he figured out this is how you keep the system from screwing you over.
Well, I guess everyone in the movie is in a little bit of survival mode, so it's not necessarily that they're good or bad. It's just that they're in a tough place.
Yeah, I mean, there's the machinations of all this are so huge. You know, you don't ever really. It's kind of like in the Wizard of Oz. You don't get to see behind the curtain. You don't get to see the wizard. And Rick, you know, he's not running the show. You know, he's not the boss. He's just riding the wave of what's been created by these institutions. You know?
Well, and this is an interesting movie because it's very of its time, too. I mean, there's a lot of people that are having to deal with this right now. Does it make you look at the current situation a little bit differently?
It doesn't really have any answers, you know. I don't feel like the movie is saying, this is the solution. We should do this, we should do that. You know, if anything, it's just bringing the questions into sharper focus.
Well, and it's also something that's a little tough because all the characters in the film, or, you know, the two characters they're not necessarily good, they're not necessarily bad, they're trying to survive, right?
Yeah, that's right, yeah. I think it's a product of their environment and doing all they can to be as honest as possible, but they have to compromise and betray themselves in order to, as you say, to survive, to put food on the table.
You and Michael did so great with these roles, and I know just the discussions after the screening, I know there's already people sort of saying the kind of Oscar buzz thing, which you've been through before. Are you ready for that kind of thing again?
Nah, it's not really... it's a temptation, you know, it's like it's kind of a similar thing to what the film is talking about because the film is showing the culture that we're in and the society we're in, how it values bigger and better and more and winning and how you're only worth something if, you know. So for me anyway, when all that stuff gets talked about with, you know, awards for art, and I understand it and I understand why it can be a celebration of people's work and that's beautiful, but it can't be something. It's an undependable thing that people depend on for their own sense of self, and I struggle with that myself. So I try to not take that all that too heavily or seriously.
It's so intense, though. It's hard to watch, but fantastic. Was it hard to read and go, oh my goodness, what's happening with these people?
Yeah, I mean, it was hard to read because I thought I was educated on the crisis itself and what, you know, has transpired over the last 8 years or so in this country particularly. And I felt the rage and controversy around the bailout. But when you witness and when you, both in script form, but particularly all the documentary footage we saw, you witness how people were evicted from their homes. It is so amoral and so devastating. And so to have the opportunity to work on something to really show us all, those who are privileged enough to not have known, what our community and our society have gone through, I think is essential.
You kick people out of their houses?
So I can put a roof over your head and I can put food in his mouth. Is this all worth it?
Don't be soft. You think America gives a flying rat's ass about you or me? America doesn't bail out the losers.
You kicked me and my family out of our home? I don't know you! I know you!
America was built by bailing out winners, by rigging a nation of the winners, for the winners, by the winners. Only 1 in 100's gonna get on that ark, son. Every other poor soul's gonna drown.